In the deep darkness, where reality and fantasy merge into one, do you dare to enter the unknown world? So let's get to the stories. I am trying to tell you the story that I am going to tell you today in the way that you write. It the story that I am writing about as written by an older brother of mine. The incident happened with a friend of that elder brother. His friend name was Noah. He was working as a peon in government office. Since the elders forbid it, we keep it friend's office address a secret. My friend Habib was married and his younger brother, his name is Yaqub Ali. His parents are not alive when Yaqub was 7, his father dead. The new Yaqub Ali's 11, his mother was also dead. And since the Yaqub Ali was the elder brother Habib. The incident happened about 25 years ago when Yaqub was a second year student without brother Edo. Let's get in that the incident. Habib got married. It had been about 8 to 10 years but they had no children. They are very sad about this. Even after seeing various doctor and exorcist, they are not getting any benefits. All the children around were playing. Seeing this, Habib's wife very sad, but they had no nothing to do. On morning, like every day, Habib finished breakfast and left for the office. Well, Yaqub and his family went to college. And Habib's wife was alone at home. At that time, she was cooking for lunch because Habib's house was close to his office. He used to come home at noon to eat. So his wife was very busy cooking lunch with him. Suddenly a man came to the house. He looked like a was a crazy. He was wearing dirty clothes. His hair was cute long and there was a very bad smell coming from his body. He said to this wife, "Mom, do you have any food? In our house have been very hungry for 3 days. So give me something to eat." Habib's wife said, "I have rice and lentils, but I haven't had fish yet. What you will eat?" Then the father said, "I eat fish." "No, you have lentils," and then asked him to sit down. Then he gave him lentils and rice to eat. And after eating the rice, he said, "I am very satisfied, mother." After that he asked Habib's wife, "What's wrong, mother? You don't have any children?" She said, "I am sorry, father." Then the madman said, "Don't worry, mother, you will have a children." Said Habib's wife, "How can that be?" Replied the madman, "Tonight you and your husband will be behind your house and go there, see mango hanging from the mango tree you have. You and your husband will share that mango and eat it. And you will see that the mother will have a child. But yes, whether it was your son or daughter, you will have to take good care from him until he is 11 years old." Then Habib's wife said, "Father, it is very rainy season now, and how I mango grow on the tree at this time?" The madman got very angry after hearing this. He said, "Do only what I told you do," and then left from there. After the madman left, he saw that the rice and the madman had eaten was again filled in the rice pot. He was quite surprised to see it. After that, Habib came from the office and told him everything. Habib, after hearing everything, said that you must be dreaming. And his wife said, "No, it should be better to tell the truth. Everyone is there." Family was very prayerful person. The next day, after praying, they both went behind the house and they really saw mango from the mango tree. They were quite surprised to see the mango eat untimely. After that, they both shared it to eat. After eating, they both kept saying to each other, "I have eaten so many mangoes in my life. I have ever eaten anything like this. Mango tastes completely different, unlike the common mangoes of the world." Since the madman was forbidden, no one expected her husband could be informed about this. So he did know anything about this. After that, they both went to sleep. And after a few days, Habib's wife realized that he was pregnant. After medical examination, it was indicated no that he was pregnant. They are quite happy. A few days later, Habib also gave birth to a beautiful baby girl. He named her Ima. Ifa, since Ima could scream. He had been a bit restless. He could not sit still in one place. she would roam around. Habib would always keep an eye on her because the crazy person told her to be very careful until she was 11 years old. A few days later, Emma learned to walk. There was a big pond behind their house, and that's why they were very afraid for it. Once Habib decided that his daughter mother would tell to come so that when he was not at home, his wife would not notice where he had gone. But that was exactly that they feared. One day, suddenly Emma could not be behind anyone since morning. Despite a long search, he was found. He was 5-year-old. Even he was desperate in the afternoon. Emma's body was found in the pond behind their house. Her face had turned white and pale. Habib's wife had become very sick. He was losing unconsciousness repeatedly. He had become so ill that he had admitted to the hospital, and because of the hospitalization, he was able to see the daughter for the last time. And Emma's last bath and burial could not be done properly because her body was very shriveled because he was in the water for a long time. The incident started after a few days. Habib left the house on night go the toilet. The toilet in our village is always outside, and it is good to say that Imam was in a very black garden of Habib's house. When he finished working on the toilet, he started walking towards in house. Then he saw a light rising from the grave of his daughter Ima and moving here on there. He was a little scared. Then he went inside his room. After that, a night, they started hearing the sound of someone walking in the yard, and not only that, they would hear a rustling sound in their yard at night. They felt like something was feeling and running here and there in their yard. Even though they all heard that sound, they did not dare come but discuss of fear. And Habib's wife would not forget a daughter in any way. He would always go to her daughter's grave, and she would lay on the grave and cry, and her neighbors would console her and bring her home. One day they heard a knock on the door. It screamed like someone was standing outside on the door saying, "Father, open the door. I am your Ima." They are uncute, scared. Alright, Habib didn't want to open the door. His wife wanted to distant and open the door. They saw their dead daughter Ima standing outside the door, her face completely below, like what happens a person who has been in water for a long time. He said to Habib, "You have left me alone in the garden. I am having a here long time be alone." Then when Habib's wife wanted to take her in the arm, Habib did not let her. He looked his wife and inside the house and closed the door. One day after finishing his work, he went to the market in the evening. He sat down at a tea shop. A neighbor next to him was also having tea at the tea shop. Then he said to him, "I almost saw something. Do you see it?" "What do Habib say?" He then said, "I almost saw a light from the window of my room. There you told me about your daughter. The light went from on the side on our other. At first I thought maybe the light in our house was going to be a camel. But one day I took a closer look, but then I saw that there was no one there. There was only light." Then a happy news came. Habib's wife became pregnant again for the second time, and a few days later she gave birth to another baby girl. He was very happy that Habib's wife had to admit to the hospital due to the birth on the baby. At that time, no one was in their house, only Noah was very lonely. Habib was at the hospital with his wife. Night. In the morning, he turned home and saw Noah laying unconscious in the yard, and he had a high fear. Asked him, "What happened to you?" What Noah said was that when you went to the hospital, I was alone at home. I didn't feel like staying at home alone. I then let some from my friends staying at my house. When they come, we were talking about various things. At one point, they left. I was alone. Then I finished my dinner and fell asleep. After a while, I heard a sound there. The sound was like I heard someone walking in the air. I asked who was in the air, then I dared to open the door and went to check, and what I saw, it was that Emma was standing in the front of me. I could not bear the able standing anymore. I lost consciousness and fell into the air. After that, Habib came home with his brother's second daughter, and the little girl's behavior was quite unusual. She lay in the saying all day. She looked up and laughing all day alone. Looking at her, it screamed as if it was playing with someone. At one point, Habib wife told her daughter everything. Don't worry, he don't harm our mother Emma or us. Then one day suddenly that crazy person come again and say at the end, didn't I tell you that your daughter will keep on eye on you for 11 years? That day too, there was no one at Habib's house. He replied that your window was not completed properly. Then he usur and have a funeral prayer performed in absent, and all the problems will be solved. After that, a funeral prayer was performed in the absent like crazy. After that, Emma was not seen again. After that, Habib got transferred from this job and moved the another area. This was the incident. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more story. Thank you.